Good morning. Uncle Lou here. That's right, it's me, Uncle Lou. Live on YouTube for you people. With another mind-bending, head-scratching edition here of the Uncle Lou Show. Wee! Yep. Yeah, a couple of things I'm going to talk about today. Number one, I had a doctor's appointment today. Another follow-up appointment for my knee. It's been about a month now. Tomorrow will be 4 weeks since I had the surgery. So I went back to the doctor today, my third follow-up appointment today. First two follow-up appointments I had, all they did was take some stitches out. Today, I had high hopes for what they were going to do today, but I left disappointed. Yep. Didn't get any bad news, but didn't get any good news either. It was just no news, basically. I think I've talked about it before or showed you guys before, the brace that's on my knee, but it's a giant brace, goes from my hip to my ankle, and it's hinged on either side of my knee, but the hinge has been locked ever since I had the surgery, so that I can't bend my knee at all, trying to give the ligaments a chance to attach without a problem. If you haven't seen the other videos I did, I had 3 ligaments replaced in my left knee, with dead people ligaments too, but don't worry about it, they didn't need them anymore, so no harm, no foul there. So yeah, back to the doctor today, and I was hoping he would tell me I could unlock the brace and start bending my knee, maybe even start to put some weight on it. But sadly, that wasn't the case there. Yeah. He did take the brace off while I was in there, took a look. He picked my leg up and tried to bend my knee a little bit, but it was just still way too tight, I guess. So, no go on that. He put the brace back on, locked it back up, and I have another appointment 2 weeks from today. So, he seems to think that by then we'll be good to go to get the brace unlocked. In fact, he went ahead and scheduled me my first physical therapy appointment for that same day. So, I'm pretty confident that they will unlock the brace at the next appointment in 2 weeks. So that's where we stand there. For those of you that are interested, that's what's going on there. Yep. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about real quick here, and I'm sorry, I forget who asked me this. Usually if I talk about something that someone asked me, I'll try to mention their name, give credit. Credit is due too, because that's what Uncle Lou likes to do. Yeah, but I can't remember. Slips my mind. I don't know. Anyway, somebody asked me which NFL team I liked. I don't really have a team in the NFL. It's not that I don't like the NFL. I do. I watch a lot of NFL football, but I'm more of a college fan. Of course, I'm a huge Georgia Bulldogs fan, which is what got me into the TTC to start with. I live in Augusta, Georgia. I've said that before, so I guess I'm sort of a Falcons fan, I guess, but not. I don't want to get on here and pretend, that I'm some big time Falcons fan, because I'm honestly not. I think I know I have a Falcons hat, and I might have a Falcons t-shirt. I'm not real sure. I can't remember, but If I'm home on a Sunday afternoon or whatever, and there's not much going on, the Falcons are on, I'll watch a little bit of them, but I don't want to pretend to be some kind of big Falcons fan. I'm not. When it comes to the NFL, I'm more a fan of players than I am of teams. A lot of that, I guess, is probably because of fantasy football. I do a big fantasy football league every year. So I'm more of a fan of players, I guess, when it comes to the NFL than I am of teams. I like to follow, all the guys in the NFL that came out of UGA and stuff like that. So there's not really any teams that I hate in the NFL. There's not really any teams that I love. But living in Georgia, if I had to pick one team, I guess it would be the Falcons. But I'm not going to be making any Falcons videos or anything like that. Anyway, so that's the answer to the question, whoever asked that. And the other thing is, someone asked me how I got started on YouTube. And it actually wasn't the TTC. That's not how I got started on YouTube. When I first had my car accident, which this month, March, is the 2 years ago. But when I first had the car accident, I had the accident in March of 2013. Came back home here to the Lou Cave in June. And of course, Mrs. Lou had to work. She couldn't just stay home and take care of me. And I don't know how much of this story I've told before, but I was in pretty bad shape. I was pretty much bedridden for about 6 months. Couldn't get out of the bed. Because both my legs and knees were broken. Broken neck too. But anyway, I came home in June, and I couldn't really stay by myself because, like I said, I couldn't move at all. If I was home alone and the house caught on fire, I would have burned up and died. I wouldn't have been able to get out. But we have, me and Mrs. Lou, we have 2 nephews that live 2 doors down from us here. Mrs. Lou's sister lives 2 doors down. And they have 2 nephews, we have 2 nephews live down there. And since it was June when I came home, and they were out on summer break, they pretty much moved in here. They stayed the night here. They stayed here all day while Mrs. Lou was working, that sort of thing, to help take care of Uncle Lou. And let's see how old they're 15 and 13 now. So at the time they were 11 and 13. One of the nephews you guys probably know if you've watched a lot of my videos, but nephew Louie, he's in a lot of the videos. It was him and his younger brother. Pretty much moved in down here all summer to help take care of me. And yeah, they were 11 and 13, and there was only 2 things they cared about. 3 things. They cared about Uncle Lou, that's number 1. They cared about the Xbox, that's number 2. And they cared about YouTube. They would sit around watching YouTube all day long. They didn't care what was on TV. They didn't care about movies. They didn't care about sports or TV shows. They would sit on the couch or the chair or whatever all day long and watch YouTube videos. All kinds of different things. They were, like I said, they were into they love Xbox. So I ended up buying an Xbox at the time. It was a 360 back then. But I bought a 360 for them to have down here. And basically that's all they did. They would play the Xbox and they would watch YouTube. But anyway, they wanted me to start a YouTube channel, or they wanted to start a YouTube channel and put me in it, and I didn't really want to do it. I didn't know anything about YouTube. I was kind of a little, what's the word I'm looking for here? Apprehensive about going on YouTube. I was not in good shape at the time at all. I was on a lot of medicine. At one point, I was even on liquid Percocet. They used to give it to me half a gallon at a time. Liquid liquid oxycodone, liquid Percocet. So I was out of it most of the time. And yeah. But anyway, they did finally talk me into it, and they started a channel. And basically what it was just them messing with me, putting jokes on me. They would record me. A lot of times I wouldn't even know they were recording me. Anyway, so that's how the YouTube thing got started. And none of those videos are on my channel. That was on one of their channels or whatever. If you guys are interested in seeing any of those videos, let me know, and I can probably find them and repost them to my channel. It's been a while since I watched them, but some of them were pretty funny. I'm in a wheelchair, so it's it's me wheeling around the house in a wheelchair. I think at one point in one of the videos, I think they antiqued me. I'd have to watch the video to remember, but somehow they tricked me into answering the door, like somebody was at the door or something, and then the other one was there, and he antiqued me with the glass of water and then the glass of flour. There's stuff like that. But if you want to see any of those videos, I can put them on there. But that's how I sort of got into YouTube. And then later I did start my own channel, but it was kind of just a vlog channel, I guess. I would just talk about random crap, like basically like what I'm doing right now. And I did that for a few months, and then Lawtide, actually. Some of you guys in the TTC may know him, but he's a big Alabama fan. But somehow he came across one of my videos. I'm not sure why. And I used to do all my videos out on my porch, and it just so happened that in the background there on my porch when I was doing those videos, there was a big Georgia flag. And anyway, I guess he had seen one of my videos somehow, and he sent me a message or something. I can't really exactly remember how he got in touch with me, if it was an email or a message or a comment on the video or something about this thing called the TTC. And he sent me, a list of names of a bunch of the guys that were in the TTC, and he said, check out some of these videos and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, that's how I got started in the TTC. Yeah. Anyway, but 13 minutes of your life that you'll never get back. If you made it this far, thank you. You're a scholar and a gentleman. And until next time.